Okay, I think it's recording now. Let's start chapter 8, which is the last chapter in module 2. As I said, this is a sample that I'm presenting to you for the whole TTQS innovative customer service training. So now it's becoming more interesting now. Why paradigm shift? I mean, you just want to learn a customer service, how to be better in serving a customer. But well, we are thinking differently in presenting this course to you. As always, I said, you better switch off your mobile or stay in a quiet place. You know, nowadays, so many of us, we are so in a hurry to learn things. We just want to compare ourselves as a computers, I don't know. But everything is take time and patient and go and just try to listen. This is true to myself also. For some times I was impatient and I want to learn everything quickly, and I missed a lot. For example, that I don't read the books, you know, too much. I'm not too much, but then I changed that habit. That is a paradigm shift for me. So it's like I found this book. Okay. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Yeah. And this book really, I mean, it's aligned with what happened to me. And I realized that, wow, that was the power of my subconscious mind, you know, subconscious minds. I did not know that. So it's interesting to be patient and to go through all this book. That's just an example I'm telling you. So when we talk about paradigm shift, that's what I want to say, that just be patient and listen to the cause and listen to the person who's speaking to you. As usual, in this slide, you can see that all these skills are integrated in all our 10 chapters during this training. And as usual, as per the current situation now, we are reminding you about COVID-19, how to stay safe for yourself and your colleagues and your family, of course. Okay, so we start chapter 8, and that was our poster. And as you can see here, this is the host. In our TTQS model, so we are still concentrating on you as a host. So we are learning innovative customer service, but this is not a normal innovative customer service, as you understand. By now, you'll understand we twist it a little bit. It's a big time, and even is more effective when training face-to-face. So the paradigm shift aha moment. After my research and from my own real-life experiences, I thought that this is important for all hospitality professionals and on anybody in any industry who's facing either customer or co-workers or anybody. So I say, look, let me introduce this as the whole chapter, okay? So when you complete this, you'll be a different person and automatically, you know, resulting in more customer service. So we have to think out of the box in order to to present to you more than expected. Before that, I just want to mention about, we know that there are so many climbers, mountain climbers, okay? But if you want to climb Himalayas or Mount Kilimanjaro, honestly, you need to learn something different. And I don't want you to be just a normal mountain climbers, okay? I need you one day to go to the Himalayas and Kilimanjaros. So on that journey, you need a different setup of skills. So that's why I don't want you to end up just a customer service and follow the procedure here and there and smile. And that's why my training is targeting those who are already on the job, those who already know what they're doing. I'm just coming here to equip you to go to the Himalayas or Mount Kilimanjaro. I hope you got my point now. So after studying this chapter, you'll be able to define paradigm and personal paradigm components that made up of our system of thoughts. discuss social paradigms, and differentiates between personality, and character ethics. Also, you'll be able to explain how behavior and attitudes are not only the answer to see the world differently, and also you'll be able to explain the paradigm shift and why it's important in customer service. Okay, come along. Now, this is the full content, by the way. We are not going to cover all this today, okay, as we are covering only in our full training. But I'm presenting you the full content that what will going to be covered when you take a full training. And now today I'm just presenting to you. What is a paradigm? Okay, this word is coming from Greek. Originally is a scientific term, also mean a model, perception of a frame or of a reference. That's a paradigm. Let's explore more. Is a person's frame of reference. A person paradigm is how they see the world based on all the information that they have gathered and beliefs that they possess. You remember when I show you this book? Okay. What is a paradigm for me? That's before I never bother. I say, when I see the book this thick, no, that's not for me. Now, I created that in myself for so long. But when one day I said, okay, let me try to change this. And I sat and start open one page and another, and then I become, I change it. So when I see the title nowadays of any book, if it's thick or not, I'll go and read it. Because I changed the way of my personal references. So a paradigm is a general worldwide, worldview, how we see and interrupt the world, held by a person or a group at a particular time. Okay, we will know more. This is a Stephen Covey. We must look at the lens through which we see the world, as well as the world we see, and that the lens itself shapes how we interpret the world. So everybody has the lens. You, me, we have our own lens how we interpreted the world. And by doing that, it is coming from our past, from our culture, from how we raised, from how the information we got it, okay? And all this and coming our frame. So that's how we look at it. Sometimes we limit ourselves because of the frame. But actually, you can do more than that. So what is a person paradigm? It is made up of a system of thought, concepts, and assumptions, knowledge and values created by history, environment, experience, and training. We generally, on our own, cannot see beyond our current paradigm. You got my point? So that's why when I introduced this course, I already seen the paradigm of this training. I know what is in it. But for other person to understand, because that's the frame they put it, they don't remove it. So they say, what is this innovative customer service training? Okay, it's another training. No, I have a belief of this training, these 3 days when I'm with you, you attend fully, you'll be a different person. You'll be more than a customer service. You can move to another other place without any difference. You will understand the leadership languages when your supervisor speaking to your managers. You will understand what they are talking about. Okay? So here have the sketch and the sources from this website. It's all like going through together is paradigm perception, and then you go to the thoughts, understanding, and then behavior, habits, way of being, and then again to paradigm perception is like a circle. And then here in the middle, it's become our frame. Okay, so we try to change this, That's why we insist you to come out of your comfort zone. Okay, what can you see there? This is from Thomas Kuhn. It's a very famous sketch. It's everywhere in the internet. The West's darkest hour. Well, there are two different frames here. Those will tell me, Hassan, I'm seeing like a crow. or like a seagull. And another person, they say, no, I see a rabbit. You know what I mean? So it's the same photo presented, but there are two different views. So we want you to be able to see both, not only one. And from this famous book, actually from Stephen Covey also, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I know maybe most of you already heard about it and even read. The principle of paradigm was made popular of the book, you see. And the book is speaking all about 7 habits. There are a lot of, and since this training, I don't want to, bombardment with so much things. So from this particular book, I took only the paradigm, okay? And I presented to you. So the 7 habits of highly effective people, but I took only that small topic of paradigm. Well, it's a character ethics. Taught that they are a basic principle of effective living. People can only experience true success and happiness as they learn and integrate this principle into their basic character. Integrity, industry, simplicity, modesty, courage, justice, patience. These are the character ethics. And then you have a personality ethics. Success becomes a function of personality, of public image, and of attitudes and behavior, skills and human public relation, techniques that lubricate the human interaction. So there's a personal ethic, that is his ethic. So your attitude determines your altitude. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve, okay? So there's a lot of beautiful sentence here that you need to dig in. I may try to help you and explain each one, but I want you to also to open up your mind. You're not only a customer service, okay, this is my job, I'm serving the customer. No, I want you to be more than that. As soon as you say, I want to be more than that, you know what it'll do? You're going to exceed the guest expectation because you need to pass that area first. Automatically, you'll be excellent in that area. And then you're going to move further up. So let's see behavior and attitude. Work on behavior, but still getting to the wrong place. You got my point? Okay, you could try harder, be more diligent, double your speed. Unfortunately, your efforts would only get you to the wrong place faster. Why? Because, see, you behave okay and you work hard in your work and deliver, and you know what, it's not bad, it's okay, good. But how about if it was learning new thing, getting a new knowledge, getting a new skill, getting another certificate? You know what? If anything happened today to this employer and you are redundant, you'll be ready to another place. You got my point? So, you know, you work on your behavior, it will, it may get to the wrong place if you don't take this section just now I mentioned. Okay? Because you never done anything differently. Your behavior and attitude, nothing. By this pandemic, 4 months, 3 months, stay at home, you done nothing. It's just like, oh, where I'm going to, what I'll do, and that, and this. It will not go to, it will go to the wrong place, because when the jobs and opportunities are open, you know where you're going to end? To the lowest, to the lowest level, meaning that to the employers that will pay less. There's no value going to bring new value. That's what I'm talking about. So you work on attitude, be positive, but still wouldn't get you to the right place, comfortable where you are. You could think more positive. You still will not get to the right place. But since it's your comfort zone and work hard to be in, you will not care. You will be happy where you are. Well, this is all we're talking about. You remember the frame? Yeah. If you don't change your frame, you'll be attitude okay, positive. Sorry. But it will not get you anywhere because of your frame, paradigm. Okay? Sorry. And in our class, we used to have a QQ moment as usual. We have a true or false. So we ask our student, they're going to answer, and then we discuss the answers. Yeah. Let's go now to the power of paradigm shift. By the way, the first topic we discuss more, and we have that exercise. So we move to the another section of power, the power of paradigm shift. When someone finally sees the composite picture in another way, we might call it aha moment. Paradigm shift introduced by Thomas Kuhn from his book, The Structure for Scientific Revolution. Sorry. You know what, well, I remember until today, I cannot forget this. I raised and born in East Africa, Tanzania, the coastal, beautiful city of Dar es Salaam, meaning the peace, harbor of peace, okay? So we have a beach there, we call Oyster Bay Beach. Long time back. We used to go there with my parents. And when I sit on the beach and maybe play and this, I see only listen now, this is very important. Only a European origin. People, they'll joke, going around. And so for me, it's like, why they do this? I mean, why they're running? Because you know why? From where I'm raised, nobody jog, nobody do exercise, nobody do like that, wearing, short and sneakers and start to run, Nobody, that's where I'm coming from, nobody. So that's my friend. So whenever I see, and really, honestly, I was like, they're crazy, what is this? Different ages. But as the year passed on and I moved to another country, moved to UAE, to USA, Thailand, and I grow, and you know what? I become a long distance runner myself at the end. Okay, although nobody in my family have that. And I finished a 2 marathon. That's my paradigm shift. I shifted. So it's a wonderful thing if you can understand that. So whether paradigm shift is a positive or negative direction, it moves us from one way of seeing the world to another. You see now? It's the same example just now I talked about. So when I go back to Tanzania now, and I sit in the Oyster Bay Beach, and I see people jogging here and there, for me, that's good. I'll not surprise anymore, I'm not like making joke or something. So the power of paradigm shift, these shifts create powerful change. Our paradigms, correct or not, are source of our attitude, behaviors, and relationship with others. Okay? Relationship with others. How many guests do you receive from around the world? Different people. How many staff go in and out in your organization? From around the world, different. So you'll be ready if you change your paradigm. I have this beautiful video. He's talking about 5 paradigm shifts driving the customer experience market. Now, we already seen now of our personal understanding ourselves and paradigm. Now let's see on the customer side now, okay? I hope this video will play because sometimes they have a problem and the audio will be okay. Great.
We believe that in the next 5 years, there's going to be more transformation in the customer experience space than in the last 15 years combined. As we look at this transformation and what's going to happen, we think about what are the key paradigm shifts that are going to make it so different. We really feel there's 5 different paradigm shifts that will transform the customer experience and the customer experience market over these next 5 years. The first one is digital. As consumers, all of us are using digital more and more every day to talk to our family, our friends, our coworkers, and others. We see that this transformation with digital will affect us in how we use this type of digital with other companies that we work with as consumers, and as how we as companies help our consumers through all of the new and different digital channels, such as email, chat, SMS, and others. The second thing we're seeing is a transformation in what we call AI or self-service. And what that means to us is more and more as we advance machine learning and artificial intelligence, more people will be able to get self-service opportunities to happen through a chatbot, through conversational voice or IVR. We see this will transform and change over the next 5 years, where many to all of the more simple interactions will be able to be done through self-service and through a more personalized, intimate way through advanced technologies. The third thing that we're seeing is the advancement of analytics. In the contact center, we see just a rich amount of customer data in all of our voicemails, in all of the recorded messages, the emails, the chats, all of this data out there that is rich for us to understand. There are tools today that help us to really understand the data, how people feel or their sentiment, the context, what key things are happening around our company and how it adapts to our strategy, how we use it to improve our representatives that represent our companies. All of this data will change the customer centricity and how close we can get to understanding our customers. The next thing we're seeing is there's also going to be a workforce transformation. There's going to be a transformation where when the easier interactions go to self-service, as agents, we're going to have to really help understand and perfect the harder interactions. These interactions will need more training. We'll need more skilled agents. We'll also be able to have these agents all over the world, but we'll also have to learn how to schedule different, how to performance manage with our agents different, and all of this coming from this transformation with our workforce. And then lastly, we see a transformation in the cloud. As we look at the different reports out there, some people believe that companies will go from using around 15% of the call center technologies in the cloud to over 50 in the next 3 to 4 years. What that means is that companies are going to get more agile. They're going to be more responsive to the market with new innovation because they have faster ways of making changes and innovations with their software. We see that this change will really speed up the innovation and the ability for companies of all sizes, not just larger companies, to really speed up what they do and how they do it. You might ask, as we talked about these 5 transformations, well, what can we do about it? Well, really, this is a great time to act. The first thing I would say is look at how your company operates and what you do with your customers and how these 5 different paradigm shifts might affect your business over the next 5 years, and how your competitors are using any of these technologies to try to disrupt you. As you look at those 2 things, study the technologies, look at the next steps that you...
Okay, so that's how paradigm shift. Let's now remind ourselves. So the first one is digital use of online booking, social media, and another transformation, artificial intelligence, and advancement analytics, and workforce transformation, and the cloud base. Okay, so why we need to understand this? All of us now, we are using WhatsApp message, we are very active in social media. Okay, so I think this also, now I'm talking about the social medias and all this digital I'm talking about. So I think some of hotels already start to use the WhatsApp. So in one hotel, I remember I visited and I saw in the lift the number. If you need anything, WhatsApp this number immediately. So you can interact with the hotel with the WhatsApp number. So those kind of things, and a lot of things. So that's a paradigm shift in the whole customer service that we need to change. Okay, so let me give you an example before we end up this sample chapter 8, which is very interesting chapter, by the way. We have a lot of exercises and the storytellings, but I'll share with my own story now today. The Abu Dhabi Special Olympic World Games. It was here in Abu Dhabi in March 2019. We are very proud to host in our city, and I couldn't stop myself to volunteer for this wonderful event, which gather all Olympians from all over the world, for special need Olympians from all over the world. It was fantastic. And I volunteer as a VIP guest protocol. So on the last day, on the closing ceremony, okay, you can see that photo. I'm asking you, what are those photos related? From this photo here to this one, I think they are related, yes? Okay, I'll tell you about it. So this was the last day closing ceremony. Now we as a volunteer, and that time, all volunteer were like, there are about 12, 18, 16, 16 gates inside sports city. So I was assigned one of the gate to receive the guest and the Olympian, to receive the team with their coach, with their family member, because they come with their families. They not come alone. So it's a huge group of people coming in from different countries. Now, you as a volunteer, what they told us in instruction, they said, okay, you stand there on a assigned gate and instruct people. Okay, go left, go side. They ask for the toilet, go this way. Oh, where's gate number 18? Because, for example, I was in gate 16 supervised. Oh, I need looking for a gate number 5. Go this way, So you just give direction. That's all. But what I've done, I've done it a little bit different way without asking anybody. So maybe I broke the protocol or what, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it was the best. Not for me, for the guest also. So I did not only stand one place, I was going around, of course, in my area. So I keep moving around. And oh, hi, how are you? Welcome to Abu Dhabi. How are you doing? Oh, I want to go here. Okay, you can go this way. And then I met from USA. You see, the interaction really changed. And I knew it. There are some security officers there who wear, normal clothes. They just pretend and ask, hey, hi, how are you? Yes, hi, fine. I knew it. They are the security. But I just said, can we say, oh, what's your name? From where? I mean, are you super? Because they're trying to ask me. I said, oh, this is my card and my name, and I'm, I'm VIP guest. Oh, okay, we are looking for, they pretend like a guest or something. Why? Because the way I was reacting, see, this is a tricky thing. I was not breaking any rule, and I was making the guest more comfortable. Another paradigm that for the volunteer, you don't sit there. And I saw the Olympic torch. This is the photo here. You can see the photo there. See, that is the Olympic torch. World Game Olympic torch. All over the world, gone, including in America. So that guy was standing there and waiting to be called inside. And go said, no, I'll go and take a selfie. I will go and ask her. Because I saw so many like wanted, but no, I changed it. So that's how, from this side is my photo with him, my selfie, but from that side, that is for the Special Olympic volunteer. You can see Special Olympic volunteer in Instagram, they post it. Can you believe it? Yeah? So it was a wonderful, the way you change, you see the frame, if as soon as we remove this frame that we are always, like within us and try to get out from comfort zone, wonderful things happen. Wonderful things happen. So I would like to add with this last quote. We have too many people claiming to be selfless, but their love chokes everyone around them. How can you love people when you have not tested what you are offering on yourself? You got my point? Yes, so this is a good quote. And I always end up with a testimonial from our past trainings, from wonderful staff of City Season Hotel. Mr. Hassan did a good job for our team. Such a good training. Thank you very much, City Season. And always I end up with these 3 slides to remind you that we have a 3 full-day course. Most welcome, please, to join us. Havana Training is a very reputable training institute in Dubai. They are offering this. Okay, so you can secure your KHDA certificate, and you'll have face-to-face, and you'll have, like complete training booklets, references. I prepare a lot of things for you guys. So that's the end of our chapter 8, module 2. Thank you very much for your time. And this is the facilitator for Havana Training, located at a wonderful place in Bar Dubai. Very easy to reach with the Dubai Metro there and taxis. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in module 3, chapter 9.